Good day, everyone. Good day to you, wherever you are. Hope you are well and safe and warm. It's chilly out there, well, at least where I am. I don't know how chilly it is or cold it is where you are, wherever you are. Hope you're safe and doing well. Got your coffee. I got my coffee or your apple cider or whatever it is, hot chocolate with marshmallows and whatever it is you drink and you sipping on. But I'm going to get into this article. I haven't done one of these in a while, but let me flip this camera. So I just stumbled across this article released 8 hours ago from the Week US. All right, cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome, a rare but troubling health risk for cannabis users. So I found the title interesting. Let's go on and get into this. As cannabis legalization continues to spread across the country, doctors are sounding the alarm about the potential health risk of the quickly changing drug. One rare condition is sending chronic marijuana users to emergency rooms. Researchers are attempting to spread awareness about that condition, cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome, or CHS, and the need for more government oversight in the legal cannabis industry. Now, see that first sentence. Where is it? Where it says the potential health risks of the quickly changing drug. Why is it changing so much? What have they been doing to it? I've been saying for a long time now. I personally don't smoke, right? Never have. But I being from where I'm from, you know, in the hoods of NYC. I tell you right now, I grew up around it back in the days, in the 70s, 80s. And I say it all the time, walking out in the streets or I'm out driving around a town and another car passed by. I don't know what these people are smoking. I know they got different strains or whatever have you, but I don't know what they smoking. It don't smell the same. It don't smell the same from what I'm used to smelling way back in the day. You know. So it's no surprise to me that you have this going on. But let's continue with this article. So what is cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome? A rare but severe condition. Cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome is caused by heavy cannabis use and is marked by nausea, vomiting, and pain, said the New York Times. It can lead in some cases to extreme dehydration, seizures, kidney failure, and cardiac arrest. In rare cases, it can lead to death. The syndrome was first documented in 2004. And let me pause right there. You see, here's the thing. When they decided to make it legal, right? Whatever the government put their hands in and take control over something, that's when it's time to stop and leave whatever that is alone. I mean, if you don't know, you better learn. Whenever the government put their hands in something and take control over something, whatever it may be, that's when you know it's time to leave it alone and go to something else. Whatever it may be, whatever you're into, you need to make a change. Because if you continue on using it in whatever the government is in control of, you're going to find yourself in trouble. Right? So it's no surprise to me and I don't remember the exact year that when they legalized marijuana, but maybe it'll come up in this article. But I'm telling you right now, this is not a surprise to me. It really isn't. Back in the days, the only thing anybody felt was the munchies. You know what I'm saying? And now you got all this crap going on now. Again, what are they really smoking out there? All right? Let's continue. The onset of CHS tends to affect people after years of using marijuana many times a week, per the American College of Gastroenterology. The initial symptoms include nausea, belly pain, and persistent vomiting. After about 10 to 12 years of chronic marijuana use, patients begin to have a strong feeling of sickness, throwing up, and belly pain. Some medical professionals refer to symptoms of CHS as scromiting, a term that combines vomiting and screaming. My goodness. Wow. Said the Cleveland Clinic. I'll read that again. Some medical professionals refer to symptoms of CHS as scromiting, a term that combines vomiting and screaming, said the Cleveland Clinic. Some patients scream while they vomit due to the intense belly pain. What in the world have they been putting in these strains of marijuana in these labs? What are they doing to the people? My goodness. This is just unbelievable. It really is. A telltale sign of CHS is that heat often temporarily relieves the condition's symptoms. Hundreds of people told the Times that they spent hours in hot baths and showers. Some were even burned by scalding water, and one was injured when in desperation, he pressed his body against a hot car, the outlet said. With there being so little research on the symptoms, experts are not sure why heat soothes the symptoms, nor why certain chronic marijuana users develop it and others don't, said the Times. The onset of CHS appears to be related to the way marijuana interacts with the body's endocannabinoid system, which helps regulate body functions like sleep, digestion, and pain perception. People with severe CHS symptoms frequently need emergency care. Wow, people are actually scalding themselves. That's how bad the symptoms. That's how bad the symptoms are. This is incredible to me. Wow, and sad. What are they? What because it's just like that one drug, but people like that's turning people like damn near into zombies. Where they start getting holes in their skin, and I forgot what they call it, but I think they call it a drink or something, some drug. But it's like what are they doing to the people? And what is it in the mind of what is it in the person where no matter the harm, and they see what harm a certain drug is doing to others, that make them want to do that drug. You know what I'm saying? This is incredible, man. And it's incredibly sad. Is what it is. Wow. Right. And I wonder what's the numbers or the demographics of the people who are developing these conditions and compared to the ones who are fine and not developing getting this. But maybe it's in this Vesca's article. Let's continue reading on. Why might CHS be on the rise? Without more research, there is no definitive answer. But doctors have linked the increase in CHS cases to widespread legalization, along with higher tetrahydrocannabinol content in modern marijuana. The commercial industry that blossomed after legalization touted its products as beneficial, in parentheses, while focusing on engineering a quicker, more intense high. Now, you see, I just said that earlier. As soon as they made it legal and the government decided to put their hands in it, you know there was going to be issues. And that little paragraph I just read confirmed what I just said a minute ago. I'll read it again. Why might CHS be on the rise? Without more research, there is no definitive answer, but doctors have linked the increase in CHS cases to widespread legalization, along with higher tetrahydrocannabinol content in modern marijuana. The commercial industry that blossomed after legalization in parentheses, touted its products as beneficial while focusing on engineering in the lab a quicker, more intense high, the Times said. Because they took something that was natural from Mother Earth, right? Took the seeds in the laboratory, started messing around with it, added whatever they wanted to add to it, and then made it legal and put it out in these stores. And people are buying it and using it, and they're finding weed like out here in Nevada. There was problems where they was finding weed with mold in it, moldy marijuana. You know what I'm saying? All type of problems, right? So again, if for those of you who out there, if you smoke, or if you recreational just for get high, or you use it for medication, I've heard of people even putting marijuana in alcohol, and rubbing alcohol, and they let it sit and they rub it on their joints, and it's supposed to be real good for pain. If you got pain in your joints, allegedly, right? I'm not giving any type of medical. I'm just saying what I've heard. But whatever you do, you're using it for, just make sure you're getting the real deal. Get the real deal. Get the real from the earth. Do your research. Make sure you know where you're getting it from. Stay away from this fake stuff, because it's no good. In the 1990s, cannabis typically contained about 5% THC. Modern companies have turned out inconspicuous vape pens, fast-acting edibles, and pre-rolled joints infused with potency enhancers and concentrates that contain as much as 99% THC. With these new products, hospitals saw influxes of CHS, and researchers called for more public health guidance and education for providers. Awareness was slow to spread. Experts say the medical field is woefully behind on understanding the rapidly changing drugs. There's a difference in legalizing the original cannabis on the planet and the products that exist today. Oh, you bet there is. Neuroscientist Yasmin Hurd said to the Times. Hurd was the lead author of a 2017 report on the health effects of cannabis from the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering and Medicine, which warned that the lack of evidence-based information posed a public health risk. Until more studies are done on cannabis in all its new forms, putting cannabis under the umbrella of a safe legal drug is wrong, she said. It's misleading at best and dangerous at worst, right? So this doctor, neuroscientist, she sounded the alarm, right? According to her, she said there's a difference in legalizing the original cannabis on the planet and the products that exist today. Again, like I said earlier, right? The moment the government put their hands in something, they decide to make it legal so they can get their cut, right? See, that's the difference between legal and not legal. Something's illegal against, it's illegal. It just means that they're not getting their cut of the money, right? But as soon as they say, okay, we're gonna get our cut, we're gonna make it legal so we can make some money off of this, right? They don't care nothing about the people. They don't care nothing about your health. They're gonna give it to their mad scientists and take it to their mad laboratories, do their experiments. They're gonna change it up. They're gonna mess it up and screw you up. You think you're using the same thing? No, you're not. You're using something it's not the same. It's not what you think it is, and you don't know that because they're changing it at the seed level, right? Wow, let's continue. The National Academy's 2024 report details how to reorient cannabis policy through a public health lens, said Leanna Wynn at the Washington Post. The report's bottom line is that the federal government must stop ceding its authority to control these drugs. Though the drug is still illegal at the federal level, the government has taken a step back. The government never should have allowed the patchwork of state-by-state legalization, which fostered America's largely unregulated cannabis industry, said Wynn. That's the end of the article, but I thought I'd share that because with you all who's tuned in watching this video, because I found this interesting. Because, you know, I'm out taking care of business out here, and, you know, a passing car or at a stop sign, whatever, and, you know, a lot of people is using this marijuana, and so you're going to smell it, and I'm like, what the, you know, I often find myself saying, what the hell are these people smoking? That's not what I'm used to smelling. I grew up around it. Again, what I grew up around in the 70s, you know, back in the days in the 70s and the 80s, is completely, I don't know what these people are smoking. I find myself, you know, repeating the same question. You know what I'm saying? You know, someone who's around my age group, yo, you remember smelling like that? What are these people smoking? You know, frankly, it's something that I would want to stay away from. So again, for all of you out there, whether you use, whatever you use marijuana for, just make sure you do your best to get the real deal, organic from the earth. Get the real deal. Stay away from these strains that's coming out of these mad laboratories, because it's no good for you. You can't trust it. You better believe they don't got your best interest in mind. They don't care nothing about your health, right? Don't forget there is a depopulation plan, and they have a lot of different irons in the fire. Okay, if this don't work, then we got this. If that don't work, then we got this. If this don't work, then we got this. And this is why often I tell you all, and when you make your preparations, right? Make sure you have multiple plans, because you better believe the enemy have multiple plans. Look what they're doing to the food. I haven't done a food video in a long time, because I'll be doing it every day. Every video I make would be about food. I just seen something today when I turned the computer on about cheese. Some type of problem with the cheese that, you know, they said dangerous, whatever. I'm like, what? Every single day, I will be doing videos multiple times per day, every day about some food, because it's widespread. But look what they're doing to the food. You know what I'm saying? They've changed the food. You know, and the truth is, we don't know what we eat. We don't know what real food is. Here in the States, here in America, we don't know what real food is. Except for those who's growing food, they got land, they got their own land, and they farming and growing their own food. Right? But they've been attacking farmers for the longest time. Right? You know what I'm saying? But we don't know what real food is. We don't even know what real water is. We don't know what that is we drink and we call water. Is that even real water? You know what they've done to the water? We don't know what real water is. Look, I remember watching a video about some scientists, and I forgot what country. Oh wow, what country that they I know it's a country in South America that they've gone to, and they've climbed up this mountain, and on top of this mountain was a body of water. Right? As soon as they got close, they had They had their instruments or whatever, science, and as soon as they got close to this water, they noticed it. They felt the change. You know, this water was healing the people. Not only healing the people, but this water was affecting their energy field, their aura, their toroidal field, right? And I can't remember what country. It was a country in South America. I do know that. And I don't remember which country it was. This is a long time ago when I watched this video. And maybe somebody out there listening to this video, you've seen it, and you know what I'm talking about. But it was a country in South America, I believe. Right? And the people who's from that country, who live there, you know, they go down to the river and get the water that they need, whatever, look healthy, look good, look refreshed. But over here, we don't even know what real water is. We don't know what real food is. We don't know what real water is. You know, we don't know what we've been putting in our bodies. Because we got these mad scientists that can, you know, do whatever, right? With their experiments, and you know that they're doing in their mad laboratories, you know. And it's a shame. It really is. And meanwhile, you wonder why you see all these health conditions and all these problems, these medical conditions. Why I seen that people are losing their minds, are going crazy out there. You know, because you can't trust nothing. You can't trust the so-called food you're eating. You can't even trust the so-called water you drink in. You take baths in. You're taking showers in. Don't forget, your skin is the largest organ on your body. So you take your baths, you take your showers, and it's getting the chemicals in the water is seeping in and getting in your pores. Especially you take a hot shower or a nice hot bath, right? And it's affecting you. What's the solution? Elevate your mind, right? Elevate your mind. Raise your spiritual energy up. Raise your spiritual energy up to a level, to a frequency, to where whatever chemicals, whatever parasites, whatever cannot exist. Right? That's one solution. The second solution, we have to start to get technical ourselves and get into science. That's the second solution. Get into science. Get into science, get into technology, and start making and building and coming up with solutions and ways where we can counteract what they're doing. This is important for our youth, for our children, for future generations. Because we don't need more basketball players, more football players, and track stars, and rappers, and singers, and all that is fine, entertainment. But we need more scientists, mathematicians. You know what I'm saying? We need more scientists. We need more of our folks to get into physics. Get into the sciences. That's what we need. So we can have a think tank, if you will, that can counteract what they're doing. So we can live better, learn how to live. And we can have our own food, our own water, our own solution. Like the brother the engineer who made a machine that makes water from the air, and what he's been going through, how they've been trying to sabotage what he's been doing. right? Like the other brother, young man who came up with a way to turn plastic into fuel, right? That's another brother. He came up with a way to turn plastic and turn that plastic into fuel, right? And these two brothers have actually gotten together. And see, and this is what I'm talking about. I can't remember their names. I follow them both on Instagram, though. I can't remember their names right now, right? But this is what we need. This is what we need. And we got it in us. Most of what you see from the traffic lights on, so many everyday things and products that we use every day, our ancestors actually created that. So we got it in us. But this is what we need. We don't need any more entertainers right now. Right? We have to get back into creating. So we can create the world, reshape the world, and create the world that will benefit us and benefit all. We have to counteract what they're doing. Right? Okay? But yeah, this right here is crazy to me. And I thought I just share this, you know, because I saw it on my feed. And look, the cheese recall as threat to life warning issue. See, it's like every day, every single day, multiple stories. It's crazy what they're talking about. Pennsylvania-based food producer Savencia Cheese is voluntarily recalling several of its products after routine testing found traces of Listeria monocytogenes. And I've been seeing this every day I turn on the computer and there's some type of food with Listeria or some other type of bacteria. There's a recall. U.S. Food and Drug Administration. You can't trust the Food and Drug Administration. But just real quick, while I clicked on it, I'm not going to read this article right now. I'm going to end this video, but for those of you who buy and eat cheese, the following products that are subject to the recall is Imperium Selection Brie, 12 to 8 ounce Brie, Supreme Oval, 7 ounce, La Bonne Vie Brie, if I said that right, and La Bonne Vie Camembert. You see it on the screen. All right. 12 to 8 ounce Industrial Brie and Market Basket Brie. All right, Brie or Brie, however you want to pronounce it. But that is those are the products. All right, for recall. Check your local grocers. For those of you who buy cheese, you use cheese, you cook with cheese. Check your local grocers. And see if they have it up. They should have it posted, or you go in your local grocers, ask them about this. Stay aware, stay alert, because they've been attacking us through the food. Each impacted product has a best buy date of December 24, 2024, according to the FDA release. They were subject to limited regional distribution in the U.S. The few retailers that received the product have been informed of this possible contamination and are in the process of removing products from the shelves. This is according to the FDA. All right. So, and this is every day, folks. This is every single day. All right, and again, the producer of the cheese is a Pennsylvania-based food producer, Savencia, Savencia Cheese. All right, that's the producer of this cheese. Okay. All right. So just pay attention out there, right? Peace and positive energy to each and every one of you who's tuned in watching this video. I haven't done one of these in a while because it's just every single day. Every single day. I'm telling you, be careful out there. They are attacking us from multiple angles, right? So when people talk about war and World War III may start, and no, it's been started. There's been a war going on, right? Because they have decided to wage war on us through the food, through the water, through the atmosphere, with them spraying their poisons in the atmosphere, right? Through the products, the everyday products we use, they have made a decision to wage war against us, right? Multiple weapons against us they have been using against us, and they have been attacking us. And this is not from some foreign country or government. Right here, our own so-called government that don't have our best interest in mind, while some of you or a whole lot of people today are going out to the polls so proud to vote, right? But neither one of them beasts is going to do anything or have our best interest in mind. I tell you that. They're just separate wings of the same beast. It's a charade. It's not even real. It's not real. They're just putting on the show, and they're just putting on the show. Actors playing their part. That's all. That's all it is. Are you entertained? Right? Are you entertained? They're just actors playing their roles. That's it. Meanwhile, we continue to suffer. Our elderly continue to suffer. Our children and babies continue to suffer, right? Young men and young women continue to suffer. Those who are being trafficked are continuing to suffer in horrific ways, right? Our children going to these schools that have teachers who are predators, who are preying on them in these schools. Where are you sending your children? You think they're going to these schools to learn something? They're not even teaching real knowledge, right? John D. Rockefeller said, who was a major investor in starting the educational school system back in the day, said he don't need a nation of thinkers. He needs a nation of workers. Look it up. They haven't taught us anything in these schools, and they're not teaching our children anything in these schools. And again, our children are going to these schools and they're being preyed upon by these pedophiles posing as teachers. A lot of them, right? It's disgusting. So look at these other countries. And look at the children in China. Look at the schools they go to. Look up what they're learning in their schools. Look how advanced they are. Right? War? What war? And I can go on and on and on about this. But you better believe, right? Babylon has fallen. Their time